All right, collectors, thanks for joining me today, July 28th, 2024, to talk about the avalanche, the absolute deluge of news that hit us from San Diego Comic-Con. Right off the bat, I am not covering everything. I'm going to cover the things that I want to highlight and some of the things that might interest you, since we have the same, same likes, the same, I guess that's why you tune into the channel, to go over some of that stuff, and maybe I can highlight some things that you didn't hear about or you did hear about. But man, it was absolutely incredible, the stuff that hit us at San Diego Comic-Con. You know, I've heard some people, here's what cracks me up. I've heard some people say, hey, everybody stop covering San Diego Comic-Con. It's too much. I'm like, well, what do you expect? It's like one of the biggest toy conventions, biggest toy events that happens the whole year. Yeah, a whole bunch of toy tubers are going to cover it because that's the news that's coming out. Duh. So look, we're going to cover it. I'm going to be quick. I'm going to be thorough. I'm going to be quick. I'm not going to be thorough. And we're just going to rip through it as fast as we can. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to cover everything. We're going to get through it. Now, a bit of a housekeeping item. We're going to announce today which particular figures we're going to do for the August giveaway. Today we'll announce it, and I'll tell you what to put in the comments at the end of the video so that you can start, entering the contest. It'll start this week. We'll do it this week, and it'll end on the 2nd. Let's see. You know what? It will end on one moment. We will draw a winner on August 17th. Yeah, I'll do a winner on August 17th. How about that? Starts today. Put in all your stuff in there in the comment section today. I'll tell you what to put in there in a moment. Let's just get through this real quick, and I'll tell you what figures are up for the giveaway. So, or what figure is up for giveaway. All right, guys, let's get into it right quick. Let's talk about it. The giant elephant in the room, San Diego Comic-Con. So many things. Again, I'm going to rip right through this, and I have some commentary about this. The big elephant in the room, the freaking HASLAB, right? This is a G.I. Joe-centric channel with, military figures and stuff like that. G.I. Joe happens to be right now my bread and butter, but as you can see, I like a panoply, a plurality of the action figures, if you will. I like a bunch of action figures, from Marvel to WWF. It's always WWF to me. That's what I grew up with. To Mezco, to Rumble Society, all of it. I like a bunch of stuff. So, but mostly, like I said, I like to concentrate on my Joes and military style type figures and some Warhammer. Anyways, customizing, that's always fun. All right, the Rattler. Look at that Rattler. So the interesting part to me is that here is what you get as a basic set, right? They're showing us the basic setup. Here it is. Basically, this is what you get, right? This is not showing you all the tiers. So currently, our HASLAB stands at, as of 2 o'clock-ish, stands at 11,310 backers, which leaves us to unlock all tiers at about 6,500 backers left to go to back all the tiers. Now you have to remember, this started, a few days ago, like a couple of days ago, and we've blown past the first tier already. And I'll get to that in a minute. But we've blown past that, and we're over here sitting at 11,310 backers. We've just blown the doors off it already. Some of these other HASLABs, Star Wars, are, sitting there with their anemic, God bless them. But sometimes that Star Wars team just does not know what to put up there. But they got their other one funded, so good for them. It just wasn't for me, but anyways, regardless, they're doing 3 3/4 scale. And this team is doing, 6-inch scale, 1/12 scale. And we're killing it. We're blowing it out of the ballpark. Anyway, so that's good news there. Oh, that first tier. Look at that. At 11,000 backers, we get these patches. These penny patches. Here's my thought on it. What I would have done with these patches is just thrown them in as a basic giveaway. And then, you know, here's part of what you get with the patches. Not only do you get with stickers, but you also get these patches so that we can, number one, it creates some excitement about what the basic offering is. Number two, engage the people or the fans in that, hey, we're giving you something special. But oh no. Instead of doing that, they made it an unlockable tier. It doesn't upset me. What it does is it annoys me. It's just annoying. I would have been better off if you just left this tier right the hell off of the. It's just annoying. It's really annoying, Hasbro. Just either give it. These patches are less than a penny to produce. Either give them to us for free or leave it off the damn HASLAB. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's a little bit insulting to me. So just leave it off there already. You know, it's just weird. Why? A tier is supposed to be like something as a reward. So you're giving me maybe 2 cents worth of value for, you know, maybe even talking to other people to jump on the bandwagon on this or to incentivize. You've done the opposite. Now, if you'd have thrown them in for free, it might have made your customers a little happier, and they might have been more excited to be a part of this, right? And just made the tiers to unlock the second tier, which is the Rattler Gunner at 14,000, right? That would have been okay. That's what we get next, right? All right, sounds amazing. And maybe the first tier should have been a secondary complement of weapons or the bombs, right? That would have made more sense to me. But the patches, ridiculous, moronic. You just annoy fans. Anyway, so the Gunner looks fantastic to me. You know, as a basic offering, the Wild Weasel looked great. I mean, number one, the Rattler is fantastic. I've already backed it. I might back another one. I have no qualms with the Rattler. I'm already backing it as a kid. As a matter of fact, I have one sealed that I'm looking at right now, a 3 3/4 inch scale one. So I love the Rattler. I have no quarrel with them about the Rattler. I just disagree with the execution of the HASLAB, and especially that first tier. Actually, just that first tier. The rest of this, I don't have any problems with. So I like the offering already with all of the armaments, the Rattler. Everything looks great. Second tier looks really great too. The Gunner, we got some stuff there. He looks fantastic. Now, to seal the deal, the Baroness. I don't care what anybody says. I think I would buy another one just to get us closer to this Baroness. She looks fantastic. Look at the offerings you get here. Double jointed elbows, knees, completely awesomely articulated. At a minimum, a Valkyrie level articulation. So loving it. All the accessories that you get with her. And on top of that, come on. Are you serious? I'll be so mad if we don't get to unlock this. You know what? I'm telling you what, if we don't get to this Baroness, if it looks like we're not getting here, I have every single G.I. Joe. I'm going to throw a tantrum real quick because I can throw a tantrum. I feel like it. But I recognize I'm throwing a tantrum, so be chill for a minute. If we don't get to this, if we don't unlock the Baroness, I'm telling you, out of a tantrum and spite, I'll just cancel all 4 of my Rattlers. I'll just cancel them because I'm telling you, she should have been at the beginning maybe. But I get it. I know why they put her at the end, to stretch that goal out there to the very end. At this point, they don't care. They've gotten it funded and they're not going to change it. Now, if it was having trouble getting to that first tier or to even fund, I think they would have done some last minute switcheroo and moved her to the front so we could get past that goal. But as it stands right now, we've blown the doors off it. So I think there's going to be a very, very, very amazing chance that we get to it in the next couple of weeks, that we blow past this 18,000 mark, because, you know, we're almost there. So anyways, yeah, it's fantastic to me. The only quarrel I have is the arranging of the tiers and the patches. That's it. Anyways, moving on from the Rattler. I love it. I backed it, but if we don't get to that Baroness, I'm going to throw a tantrum. Just an adult toy tantrum. I feel some kind of, Zen. Hold on, let me take a breath for a moment and zen back out, because these toys are not worth anxiety. Remember that, guys, when you know, but we're all human, so sometimes we get a little anxious. So let me just calm down for a moment. All right. You know what? I was going to go without putting this in there, guys, but I have to say this. I have to interject real quick because I forgot to talk about this. If the patches were such a huge, giant, big freaking deal that they had to make them a tier, last point I'm going to make, then why didn't they include them in the picture that has, oh, but if you fund it all the way with everything, this is what you get. Here, I'm going to get out of the way a little bit. Where the heck are the patches? Every other HASLAB that's ever been out, and when they show you the full complement, they show you all the tiers unlocked, and this is everything you get. Where are all the patches? Where are they? If it's such a big deal, and it was such a great idea to put the daggone patches in there, why didn't they highlight it? I'll tell you why. Because it's trash. Like I said, I would have preferred you just leave the patches out of it, because you just insulted us. It's just weird and goofy, and what a moronic decision. If an executive made that decision, stop following immediately and fire him. That was idiotic, because the only thing that he did, and if his job is customer service, oh, what a moron. Get rid of him. He just annoyed us is what he did. He did not inspire us. Anyways, back to the show. Better. We're better now. You know what I also saw out there, and we talked about this, I was wondering when they were going to do the Cobra Claw. You know, the interesting part is that I heard somewhere that Gridiron might be doing something similar to a flying type of situation as well for a figure. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I do like that they're putting out this Cobra Claw. It looks amazing. It looks very close. You know what, though? It looks so close to the original that I wish they'd have done something a little different with it, right? Just a little bit more tweaking to make it more modern. But I'm still buying several of these. I love it. I love this. I love that they've gotten it this far. Female driver for it. I don't know. I mean, you know what would have been really cool? If they would have randomly packed male and female drivers for these figures. I think that would have been really interesting, really cool, you know, kind of like a chase thing. Anyways, I think that would have been cool. What we also saw was Starduster. He got announced. Looks great. And, you know, yeah, I'm going to get this figure. I'm going to get it. He looks like a little bit of reuse there to me. But then in the background of Duster, there's a Cobra Fang back there. I'm hoping that they update it just a little more than this. I mean, I'm still going to buy this thing. But Cobra seems to be getting all the good equipment, man. When are the Joes going to get some good equipment? I mean, come on now. Don't be greedy, Cobra. Anyways, moving right along. Did you guys get the Raptor? You know, did you guys get that pre-ordered? I pre-ordered it. Did everybody get what they wanted? I got a couple of Raptors. I got a couple of these sniper, female Marine sniper figures. I picked those up. Very cool. I picked up a couple of these Halo jumpers as well. Very cool looking. What else was out there? Oh yeah, I also ordered a couple of the Steel Corps Commanders and Twilight Guard. Very cool as well. I'm loving it. I also picked up a couple of the Road Pig figures. The Road Pig looks a little weird from the waist down, just a little bit weird, but I'm just going to get a couple, see how it goes. So I'm okay with that. Now, what else did I order? Well, the two things that I really, really wanted, actually there was three, and I don't know if we're going to do them in order or not, but here we go. Number one, I congratulate Walmart for having such a nearly flawless rollout of the Venom to everybody. I hope they made more than enough to have a glut at the stores, because I'll buy 4 or 5 of these dang Venoms. I love these Venoms. So yeah, I picked up a Venom. So that was easy enough, and I got it really early, and so very excited about that. It was very easy to get. They had, what is it? The Walmart had like a little stutter step there at the beginning. They kind of opened the doors or opened the ordering before it was ready, but then they shut it back down. Everybody freaked out. But then when it's time to order, they opened it back up. I also got a Falcon and Coral. Very easy to order on Walmart as well. Congratulations to everybody that got one and wanted one. Now, what I do want, and I didn't see come up, and maybe this is my fault. Maybe I started to ho-hum on this Death's Head, and then when I finally saw it, I'm like, oh man, I should have picked it up. Because I don't want this figure. I want the whole package. I want the whole artistic rendering of this Death's Head figure. It looks amazing. Somebody had mentioned this as peak packaging. We're not going to get any better than this ever, and I agree. This is amazing looking. I love how this throws back to the calling of the second iteration of the Marvel trading cards that we have. Looks amazing. What else did we? Oh, I completely. I don't know. So here's the deal: the Cobra Commander, the once was a man Cobra Commander. I am desperately fighting the urge to jump on eBay and get one, and I'll tell you why. I am positive, beyond positive, that this thing will not sell out in the first few hours of Hasbro Pulse when they release it. And even if it does, I bet they'll offer it 3 or 4 more times like they did Serpentor, so everybody who wanted one gets one. So I'm also talking to myself. Don't go out there and pay over $100 for this. Don't even pay over $80 for this. I mean, if you want it bad enough and you pay about, $50 to $60, well, then that's your business. I mean, somebody's just doubling their money and, covering shipping, whatever. That's up to you. But $80, $100 and something, no, you could shove that Cobra Commander right up, It's not good. Not going to get that Cobra Commander. All right. What else? Oh, in case you haven't gone, no spoilers here at all. But I'll tell you what, I went to watch Deadpool this morning. Fantastic movie. Satisfying, delivered. Ryan Reynolds, high fives, Ryan Reynolds. Delivered on everything. I just have to tell you, it's one of the most fun movies that I've been to in a long, it really it just made you forget about everything else and just focus on the movie because it was so much fun and it was just amazing. Go see it, guys. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. So anyways, speaking of, did you guys order your Deadpool Wolverine in regular clothes and then Wolverine in the yellow and blue outfit? Did you guys do that? I did. I think it was a great movie. This is a great offering. I see that I think that the regular clothes Wolverine will end up at Ollie's. That's just my thought on it. But he's not going to sell super well. But the Deadpool and the other Wolverine and the outfits, those are going to sell very well. So I think that's anyways, that's my 2 cents on that. What else? Oh, they also showed the Colossus, the Colossus from Deadpool. So that's going to be, up for pre-order here very soon. Here's a close-up of them a little bit. We also got, now this is an interesting one. Punisher and Bushwhacker. I love this look for the Punisher. It's a very classic. I don't care about who's Bushwhacker? What? I'm going to buy this 2-pack just for Punisher. I don't give a flapjack about this Bushwhacker nonsense. Is he? Hopefully he's a bad guy. Well, here's the thing. With all this shenanigans going on with his arms there, I can't use that as like a regular guy getting shot up or something in the military or some kind of, it just looks weird. Maybe I can replace his arm with like a cyborg arm or something, or maybe he's an amputee or something, but what is that? I don't know who that is. I know some of you are going to tell me that's not a deep cut. You should know in issue number 484 of, Spider-Man 382 that I don't care. I don't know. I follow comic books and stuff, pop culture very closely. I don't know who this dude is, and I don't care. I wish they'd have just given me Punisher by himself. I'm not upset about it. I hate for you guys to spend more money. I also hate that for me on maybe a figure you didn't even want. So, all right. So here he is by himself. He looks fantastic though. So that's why I'm willing to spend that money. I'm just going to throw Bushwhacker into a trade pile and hopefully somebody will really like him and pick him up. Here's a close-up of him in the booth. Oh, one more thing. Full disclosure. All the pictures on here I either got from Hasbro Pulse or on the internet. None of these pictures are mine. I take no credit for these pictures. I didn't take them. I'm not first breaking news. You guys probably saw these on Twitter. So if they're watermarked, they're watermarked. That's who they belong to. So I'm taking no credit for them. I'm just bringing you some news here. What's the other thing? Oh, Dragon Man. Everybody was crying for this Dragon Man. There you go. There's your Dragon Man. I've never understood what the allure is to this figure, other than it was so hard to build because of the Build-A-Figure. Or no, it actually, I take it back. It wasn't that one. Fin Fang Foom was the one that was hard to build. This one was just so rarely produced, so scant. It wasn't available everywhere. It was scantily produced everywhere. So it was so rare. But here you go. Now you get to have it again. I think it's part of the Fantastic Four type line. So there you go. Well, there's Reed Richards next to him. So of course, I already have this figure, but I do not mind another one. I wasn't going to pay over $100 to get another one of these because I already put the first Venom Pool together and he's sitting in my display case. I really, really like this figure. I like it. Now, he's not well articulated. You know, when you have these big, you know, muscle bound, you know, figures like the Hulk and the Red Hulk and the Venom Pool, they're not well articulated, but they do provide one heck of a shelf presence. I mean, they look amazing, but they're not well articulated at all. But I do like it, and I will, if I find this at Target, I might pick up a couple. Anyways, moving on from that. I was late to the game on these Sentinels. I actually wanted some of these Sentinels to put up here somewhere. Hey, I got one up there somewhere. There he is. Where is he? Right there. He's back there. I actually didn't mind the ones that I got from Ross, because I got a few of them. But I don't mind these at all either. I'll probably find these somewhere. I don't know. If they restock at the Hasbro Pulse store, I'll pick them up. And then ROM. Everybody flipped out about ROM. Well, here you are. You got a ROM. Everybody was, I don't know, to me it doesn't really ring any nostalgia bells or anything. But I know some of the old timers out there, you know who you are, really wanted a ROM. Apparently there was some issues with licensing and all kinds of stuff, but I mean, he's coming out. There you go. Now it's time to get to some DC goodness. You know what? As much as I talk smack about McFarlane, I think he watches my channel. And I say that because he started putting wired capes in all of his figures. Maybe one of my tantrums that I threw, you guys have seen, if you've been following my channel long enough, you see how I throw a tantrum sometimes when I get some of these figures with capes that, like, oh, I hate those plastic capes. That I just throw across the room. I mean, I just don't like it. But it looks like McFarlane has been really paying attention, because he's really, anyways, I like what he's doing with the capes. He's been doing it for a lot more figures. They're soft goods and the wire. McFarlane, love what you're doing with the capes, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, looking at this Red Hood and bike, I think this is, or is it Nightwing? I think it's Nightwing. And the bike here, I like the bike. I love what McFarlane is doing with these vehicles. Oh, wow. I mean, the tumbler, boom. As a matter of fact, I just got I'm going to show you that in a minute. We'll go through that in a minute. Anyways, I love this bike. I love this particular figure here. Looking great, my friend. And then you have the animated Batman. If I see the Batmobile out in the open, in the wild, I'm probably going to pick it up, the animated version, just because it looks so amazing. And then this Batwing looks also really good. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to display it just yet. We'll see. What I don't want to do is pay triple on the aftermarket when it comes out. At some point, if I don't want it anymore, if I want to trade it in for something different, you know, we'll do a trade at a convention or something, and I'll switch it out. But it really does look amazing. What I am going to keep, though, and I really want, is this, like, you know, interview / late night type of interviewer setting that the Joker is sitting there with this other guy. I really like this. McFarlane, nice work on this. I really like that. That set is awesome. It's very cool. I like that set. And I'm thinking of other things to do with a set like that, too. So that set is awesome. And he also showed us the other wave, the wave I forgot what this particular wave, you know, with the, I think this is the Clooney wave still, I think, or is it the Val Kilmer? I don't know. But don't focus on that. Focus on that freaking car. That car looks amazing. I think it's Batman Forever. I think this what this one is, but that car looks really great. It's so stylized to me that it just looks out of this world. And I'm stuck between really liking it and just going, what am I going to do with it? Because it doesn't really fit any aesthetic other than freaking Batman. So anyways, I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. All right, now moving on to Mezco. I really like this particular figure here. This Cousin Eddie, I think is what it is. I don't know. I think this would, but anyways, this figure just looks really cool. It looks for like, you don't really have to keep that head on it. You can switch it out for like another thug head or something and put it on there. And that body looks like it's going to be an amazing little body for Mezco. I don't know. I really like this particular figure, and yeah, I'm going to be picking it up. So I dig it. I really like it. So great work, Mezco. And then this Junkyard Joe figure, oh, I like it too. It's almost very Sergeant Rock looking kind of figure, right? I dig this one. It's very nice. Vietnam era type of outfit. That I can tell because that's an M16A1, I believe. So anyways, it looks fantastic. I like it. And is that it looks like a 1911 that he's got in his hand. So anyways, it looks really cool. I dig it. But what absolutely threw me for a loop was this guy. What is his name? I forget it, but just look at him. Look at the soft goods. Look at the look. I'll put his name up here somewhere, wherever it is. But look at that. Just looks fantastic. I really like this figure. So anyways, I'm going to be picking that up. Now, where I'm very dubious on what Mezco is doing here is with this Deadpool. I think for Deadpool, because of how Spidey-like he is and how, you know, he has to move, I am not buying this Mezco Deadpool. You could get away with, Mezco can get away with Wolverine this way because, I mean, Wolverine is very, you know, articulated as well, or moves around as well, but not half as much as Deadpool, you know, resembles a spider people type of move. So I'm going to probably skip on this Deadpool. I just thought you guys might want to look at it. Maybe that's enough for you, right? But lately, if you've been playing around with Mezco's figures, you know that if it's not a particular type of soft goods that they use, if it's the rubbery type of soft goods or the leathery one, you are going to be in for a heck of a challenge to pose that figure. You just are. So, you know, I'm very, very dubious about this particular figure. Anyways, JADA Street Fighter. Here's a shot of everything that's coming up. Of course, we've covered most of this stuff already. Close up of a few of the figures. Vega, Balrog, Sagat down there. I can't wait for Sagat. I already got the Storm version. The Storm version is amazing. Storm Collectibles, Sagat. Boom, it's amazing. Tiger, what is it? Tiger Punch. It's really good. So, and of course, the star of this shot is my girl Cammy. Oh man, I have the SH Figure Arts, I think, or the Mafex Cammy. I don't know. And I love this figure. I mean, I think she's worth several $100s at this point. I think the Cammy that I have, because nobody really makes her and everybody wants her. So she's out there, but I mean, I'm looking forward to picking up a few of these Cammies. I really like them, and I think there's a huge opportunity for some customizing with this figure. So I'm down with that. Berserker, or no, not Berserker yet. That's next. The Spawn Kickstarter, Medieval Spawn Kickstarter. I would have. Here's. I'm not backing this. I'm just covering it for you. So if you want to back this Medieval Spawn Kickstarter, go do it. I see some big problems with this figure. I like it, but I don't like it enough to Kickstarter it. So if you want it, it's out there. You know, I've always liked Spawn, but some of the things that Todd chooses to do with this stuff, I don't like that. And then you got Berserker over here. I don't know a lot about Berserker, but I know a cool figure when I see it, and that's a cool figure. That's all I got to say about that. And finally, for the joke, the joke of the news. This is the joke of the news right here. Yeah, these figures, all of the Acolyte figures and the majority of this figures are going to end up at Ollie's. I mean, the only figure I see here that I marginally want is the Andor guy and maybe the Stormtrooper type looking thing. The rest of these figures I can go without, like super without. I've already got the Ahsoka that I want. I probably, I don't know if I want to get another Andor figure. I mean, I've got the one that I like. He's actually right over there off camera. Vintage collection Andor, because I really liked Andor. But the rest of these figures, nope, don't need them at all. Maybe, like I said, maybe that Stormtrooper figure, because it's very stylized, and I really dig that look for it. But other than that, it's a pass. Anyways, guys, that's a lot of news, and I told you I'm only going to cover the stuff that mattered to me. Tell me in the description if you guys got everything you wanted. I mean, did you guys get to order every? I'm still like highly anticipating when to order that Death's Head and when to order that that Cobra Commander, right? San Diego Comic-Con version, the Once a Man one. I'm just sitting there ready. I hope I get it. I don't know. It's gonna be mind-numbing trying to get that thing. So, all right, guys. You know what? Without further ado, let's just get up to the haul. It's a monstrous haul. Monstrous. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into the haul right quick. The monstrous haul, because it's just a lot of stuff, a lot of great stuff that I picked up this weekend or throughout last week. And there's actually, I've already started the pile for the other haul for next week is downstairs in my office because it missed the cutoff for this week. You didn't see it in the video, so you know, and it started, you know, the haul, a few of those things I picked up today, so they count for next week, not this week. But let's just get straight into it here. Number one, I forgot that I ordered this from Pulse. I got another one of these through the mail. What I might do with one of these is maybe put it up on the channel for a giveaway, but I got another Beachhead. Then again, I love this version of Beachhead. I like both. I like the Cobra Classified one because he's got the beret. I don't mind that he has pins. The old one, I think the Cobra Class, I don't think this one has pins, but the Cobra Classified one does. The one that's not in the retro card. The Beachhead that's not. I still like them. I still like both of them. So I got another one of those through the door. I found another Superior Spidey. So here he is. We got that. I left two. I've actually found 4 in all at the store. So I picked up 2 and I left 2. So there's that. I also got through the door. Now, a lot of these are not deals because this week I didn't find any deals really at, actually I did find one great deal at GameStop, but it didn't make the cutoff, that one. Anyways, I'll tell you about that next week. That was a huge deal. But then again, you know how I stack deals to get deals. But anyways, moving on. I think we're at, you know what? I don't know if these combine or not, but holy moly, wouldn't that be something if these combined? Anyways, I got this from Big Bad. Swoop. Boom. Finally got him. I haven't seen him show up. Snarl is getting easier to find, so we finally got Swoop. Look at the size of this guy. Looks fantastic. I got all my Dinobots. They're done. The Dinobots. What else did we pick up? I've been seeing these everywhere. I'm no longer going to buy any of these at regular price, because I'm positive these things will end up at clearance. I'm positive. I got a couple of these. I got one from Amazon, I believe. Did I get it from Amazon? No, I got one from Target, and then I got one from Pulse, because it's an exclusive, I believe. Yeah, it's Tiger Force. It's an exclusive. One from Target, one from Pulse. And the reason they're going to hit clearance is not because of him. It's because of his clown. His clown outfit. Like I said, I like this figure a lot. I don't like this design. It's not great. But hey, feel free to disagree, right? We're not going to agree on everything. But I still like it enough to pick. I like the loadout that Roadblock has, so I'm going to pick that out. And also, if they go to half price, I'll be glad to. I am going to take that coloring off of it. If you guys don't know how to take this off, let me know, and I'll make a video on how to take that. I mean, it doesn't take me but 10 minutes to take that stuff off. But you got to be careful and not set your house on fire. Anyways, children, please, and adults, please exercise caution when doing some of the stuff I do. Anyways, moving on from that, what I also found out there was Luke Cage and Iron Fist. I picked up one of these because I want this buck right here, and he's got those two head sculpts. It's just a way better figure than the older one that we had of him, and I mean, the only reason I was okay with picking up Iron Fist, and I know that, you know, a couple of you guys have schooled me in the comments. These guys are classic team-up guys. Okay, I mean, I get it. But, I mean, I just don't like... I think he's got a dopey outfit. But anyways, I was okay with it because he's got lots of cool hands there, and I can use those for other things. And maybe I'll throw him in a trade pile somewhere, and, you know, I don't know. But I really like Luke Cage. So moving on from that, I found a couple of these. Actually, I ordered one from Target, and then I found one in store. You guys saw the video of that. And then I found like 5 of them. If you guys saw my video yesterday, you saw that I found 5 of these just sitting out there in the wild. A couple of warbirds here, warbirds. So there you go, got those right. What else? What else? We finally got a couple of docks. So one to rock, one to stock. So I don't think I need but one dock out there. Maybe I might need another. I don't know. If I find one out in the open, I'll pick one up. I really like Doc. I really like that he has that. Although I think this could have been designed better, the little stretcher. But you always got to have a medic, man. That's the, you know what? Do not mess with the medic in an infantry unit. Mijo, one of my, anyways, one of my nephews is in the service, and he is a medic. So the one thing that you always got to take care of is your medic, because he's going to take care of you. Those guys, the best. They do real good stuff. All right, moving on. What else did we find out in the wild? Well, I already have one. As a matter of fact, look at that. And I think he's right up there somewhere. So I found one, and I'm probably going to open this one up and leave that one up there on the shelf. But I found one, left one at Target. So hopefully everybody's getting what they want. I mean, I try not to be, you know, I get really lucky finding some of these things. So I try to, you know, look after the other collector as well. I usually try not to clean it out. I at least leave one back for the next person, right? What else did we pick up? Oh, you know what? I did find a deal. This was a deal. I think I picked this up from Walmart. I think I got it. No, Amazon. Yeah, I got it from Amazon. Unmessed with, unshenaniganized, you know, but I'm still going to open it. I got it from Amazon for 22 bucks. I mean, it was 19 bucks at Ollie's. This thing is hitting Ollie prices down at Amazon. So that was cool. Down from like 55 bucks or however much it used to cost. And I only got one of these because, I don't know, it didn't really appeal to me, but then I'm a completist for the G.I. Joe classified line. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on just one of these from Pulse. I'm just going to put it up on the shelf. And that's the Mad Marauders, Iron Spirit, and Iron Spirit, Low Light, and Spirit. So, yeah. Anyways, got those. What else? Oh, yeah. I got a couple of these fellas through the mail. And I actually got a couple more coming through the mail. And that's because I'm going to customize a couple of the bikes. You'll see. Sometimes my imagination is more than the bandwidth of time that I have. So, but anyways, I got these guys through the mail. The Ghost Rider. I can't wait to pop this open and check it out. I haven't done it, but I'm looking forward to it. That bike just looks amazing. That bike, man. Dang, that bike looks good. Excited for that. What else did we get? Oh, yeah. We found more than a few of these out in... my sincerest empathy if you can't find one of these. I don't I'm hopeful that they will restock these, but I don't know if they'll ever hit clearance. These I don't think. So the roadblock and tripwire, those will hit clearance. I guarantee those will. But this one, it's a hard one for me to tell. I think this one's going to be tougher. And that is Tiger Paw. That figure looks amazing as is. I don't have to tweak it or do anything with it at all. It just looks awesome. That wreckage figure just looks fantastic. And that's what makes me think that this guy will never go on clearance. Now the Tiger Paw looks like a clown drew on it. So it's okay. Don't get upset. What I'll do is probably just blacken this out or make it into like I probably won't make it black. I'll probably make it like olive drab. That'll look cooler, and just paint it out a little bit, but paint these tires. So, but anyways, Tiger Force, that guy just looks amazing. And that's what's selling these things is Wreckage. Wreckage is selling this. So this is just extra. Hopefully it, you know, everybody can find it, but I'm seeing every time I go to Target and I get lucky, I'll see one. But when I go to Target, I find, you know, in the teens for roadblock and tripwire. So anyways, I hope everybody, very empathetic to those of you that don't get it, but at the same time, I mean, Hasbro Pulse is there, man. Hasbro Pulse, go get it from there. If you know you're gonna want it, go get it. A big item that we found, and I'm waiting for the Phantom. You guys already saw it, picked it up, the Ghost. I really, look at this, the size of this ship, the little crew. This is as good as a HASLAB for me. Lights, sounds, moves, does all kinds of cool stuff. Just fantastic little ship. It's not little at all. It's one of the biggest ships that Micro Galaxies put together. I think they could have only done that as a HASLAB, which they did, or a micro series like this. This is affordable option. Jeez. Now I'm thinking to myself, how big is that HASLAB? I bet it was super impressive. I bet it was, I don't know, you guys tell me. If anybody went and saw it in person, let me know. I'm betting it was though, because if these, imagine this, it's already heavy as it is, but these up here. So just imagine if it was about this big. Yeah, this, oh wow, this is gonna be huge. The HASLAB one. You guys are lucky, good job. And I know this morning I poo-pooed the Star Wars. You know why I poo-pooed the Star Wars HASLAB? Because I'm right now remembering the cantina thing that they're doing. That is a joke. To me, that's a joke. I don't even know, did it fund? I don't even know if it funded yet. I'm gonna go back and look. You know what? I'm gonna put a thing right here to see where it is and where it funded, because I don't know yet. Probably did, but to me, that thing is a joke. I mean, they really did use Star Wars fans rough. I think the best thing that you guys got was this thing. I think this was the Ghost for 3 3/4 scale. That was a solid offering. And then they did y'all wrong with that Rancor. What a mess. All right, what else did we get through the door? We got this thing through the door. Oh, the tumbler with Lucius Fox. Very excited to open this up. I like that it's stylized, but not so stylized that it can't be a vehicle for another line, right? So I'm excited about that. I only got the one. I don't know if Batman's going to be the only guy riding this. I don't know. I like the tumbler. It looks great. Now, and finally, for the last thing that we got, and I've already got somebody who's contacted me to do a bit of a trade for this particular find. And that's why I picked these up, so that I can get, you know, that you can never have enough Cobra Troopers or Major Bloods. I bought this for trade, and I've already got takers. So, the devil. But he doesn't look like a devil. He looks like a dude, right? So anyway, he's got that crazy mask. It doesn't do anything. Now, did you guys see that Mezco thing with the goat's head? I'm not buying that. This is a cucuy. I don't want to go to El Infierno. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to the bad place. So, but this guy I'll buy because it's just a dude. See that? Just looking like a dude. So anyways, that's it. That is the monstrous haul for this week. Guys, Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And before I forget, here is the final note on the contest for what I'm going to give away. So, because I saw a lot of interest, and you know what, I just saw a lot of interest for the eel, and I saw a lot of interest for the bone collector. Here's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna open the contest to send this figure anywhere in the United States, including Hawaii, Alaska. And it cracked me up because somebody tried to school me and tell me, hey, Puerto Rico's part of the United States. Duh, I know. That's why I said the entire United States. I know Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. Duh. You know, it's a territory of the United States. So that's fine. I will work with you on that. So that's what I said. Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, continental United States. I'll send it to you. And in addition to that, our brothers up in Canada, I'll hook you up as well. So if you enter the contest and I happen to pick one of you guys, I'm down with sending it to you for free. It's not a problem. So what we're going to do is, in the comments, here's what I want you to type in. And then I'll ask you later if this is what you want or if this is what you don't want, right? So in the comments, I want you to type in Deadpool. Because it's a great movie, man. You guys got to go see it. So once I'll go through, if you type it in the comments, Deadpool, I'll go through whatever day I said that the comment, I think I forgot. I'll put when I said that the contest would close here. You know, I'll go through and I'll pick it. You know, number one, here's the number one rule. Number one, you have to put Deadpool in the comments. You have to put that in the comments. And number two, you must be subscribed to the channel. If you're not, I'm not going to send it to you. So you just got to be subscribed to the channel. So it's pretty simple. You don't have to contribute to my Patreon. You don't have to be part of the, the membership plan or the whatever other Patreon, all those shenanigans that we play. Mine is very simple, guys. I'm doing this for fun, and I'm doing this to give back to the community. I'm not doing it for... The only person that could probably make a living out of this was Shardamus. That's it. And, you know, the poor guy's probably only eking out a living out of it. So, you know, the people who do these toy tuber stuff, you know, I have very little to zero patience when people start, you know, unless the toy tuber has bought some pain for himself. Because there's been some toy tubers that say some pretty dumb stuff. So unless you're itching for a fight, then that's your problem. But to me, you know, a bunch of the guys that do this, especially, you know, some of my close, you know, friends of the channel, like Collecting Havoc, stand-up guy, Figure Fever, stand-up guy, Art G, great, fantastic guys. Those guys do it for the love of the hobby. I do it for the love of the hobby. Or is it because YouTube pays me $100,000s of dollars per year? No, YouTube doesn't pay jack. What we do it is for the love of the hobby. So anyways, it's real simple. The rules are this. In order to, you know, let's continue to engage the hobby. And the reason I want subscribers is to be able to grow that influence, to influence people like McFarlane and Hasbro. Because I'm fighting for the user. I fight for you. If I have a voice to bring to that table and say, this is not what we want, guys. And I have really, the dog I have in this fight is for the love of the figure and the art and everything that goes into producing these things. Let's make it a win-win. Instead of a company wins, screw the little guy, let's make it the company wins because it listened to the little guy, right? So anyways, that's why I'm doing it, and to improve the hobby, for the love of the hobby, to spread the joy around. So anyways, what do I got to do in order to, what do we have to be in order to win that figure? Number one, be subscribed. Number two, make sure you put in Deadpool in the comments. And number three, I don't know, just, that's it. It's just really three things. The official rules of everything of this entire contest, the official rules are in the description of this video. So go check those out too if you like. But you know, the big two are subscribe and comment in the section. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of this hobby, interacting, engaging. You know, this is fun. We had so much news this week, so much stuff that took our minds off of the bananas crazy world that we got going off. And, you know, every now and then I throw a tantrum. It's all right. I get over it. It's not a big deal. And it's not a big deal in the end. It's just toys, man. It's just plastic. So, like I said, and I have to remind myself occasionally because I'm a human being as well as you are. We're all full of flaws. In the end, if you're doing this hobby, if you're actively collecting and you don't have a smile on your face, you're wrong. This hobby is about putting a smile on your face, guys. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to go check out the video where I put out a custom door on that Batmobile 1/12 scale vehicle. I got it for $80 on Amazon, put a door on it, and it's almost as good as the Ramen Racer. No, but it's pretty darn good. I would say that, you know, the Ramen Racer is going for $550 to $700. That's insane. I wouldn't pay that much. But if you missed out on it, then maybe this is an alternative for you. I'll put a link up here to that video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate every single one of you. And I hope every single one of you gets exactly what they pre-ordered and wanted from San Diego Comic-Con. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.